Okay, this is Mrs. Davis, and I am going to work on lesson 1.13 and 1.14. I'm using a document camera this time instead of my iPad because this lesson requires a lot of calculator, and so I just thought it'd be easy to use my calculator with this setup. So today's lesson is about modeling functions and applications, and we will be using regression. So I highlight that, regression, okay. Okay, so it's a major component of the AP Calculus curriculum, and we are going to be revisiting back and forth throughout the course with different functions. So for now, we're just going to look at some polynomial functions. Linear, quadratic, quartic, cubic right here, and some rational functions. Okay, so we're going to walk through how to build the regression models on the graphing calculator. All right, now how we're going to do it is you have an example here at the bottom. Let me get this up here at the bottom of your note paper. And so I am going to put that data in. So let's start with that, and then we'll use these directions to work through it. Okay? All right. So here's the calculator, and I think it shows up pretty well. All right. So let's see. I have to see the data here. All right. So if you turn your calculator on, you want to go to Stat, the Stat button, and then you want to go to Edit. So Edit is just by clicking Enter. It's the first thing. And so you have these list areas. Well, mine have things in them, so I'm going to delete what's in there. So I use the up arrow button, and then I hit Clear, Enter, and that data goes away. So if you have data in there, you can clear that out. All right, now L1 is this top line right here. And so I'm going to put that data in. So it's just 4, enter, 5, enter, 6, enter, 8, enter, 12, enter. So 4, 5, 6, 8, 12. And now you move over to list 2, and you're going to put in the weight in this example in kilograms. So the example is actually about 5 randomly selected babies and how much they weigh for how many weeks old they were. So 4.2 for 4 weeks, 4.4 for 5 weeks, 4.8 for 6 weeks, 5.1 for 8 weeks, and 5.7 for 9 weeks. So double check that you have those numbers in right, 4.2, 4.4, 4.8, 5.1, and 5.7. Okay. So now we want to use linear regression, and they tell you in the notes to use the a plus bx. There's 2 different linear regression equations on here. So to get to that linear regression, you're going to go to Stat again, and then over to Calc, and there's all your regression models. So if you can see, this is linear regression ax plus b, which is what you're used to, y equals mx plus b, the a is the m. Or 8 gives it a different way. It just gives you the constant first, the y-intercept first. So we're going to pick 8 and hit Enter. Now, it lets you pick what lists you want. So you're going to go to list 1 and list 2 is right. Now, you can store the equation so you don't have to enter it again. And this is a good idea. So if you go to Alpha Trace, it lets you pick what function you want to put it in once it writes the equation for you. So here we go. I put in y1 and then hit calculate. All right, so there comes up my equation. All right, so I'm going to write that down right here, and it would be y equals a. A is 3.545 plus bx, so 0.185x. Now you don't have to worry about the R1 and R2 right now, but you might remember from past courses that this is your correlation coefficient, and if you get close to 1 or -1, you have a pretty good model. So it's pretty good, but we're going to do a different thing to tell how good our model is. All right, so now that we have that data and we have that model done, that's how you can look at it. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video there and we'll move on to the next page. So let's see, how do I stop? There we go.